Welcome back to Coin Sense and Nonsense. Today, we're back at the Barber Quarter album. Picked up a bunch. Actually, I bought a partial collection from someone, and then I got a couple others online on eBay, whatever. So, super anxious to fill a page, and the best shot I've got is page 3. So, I think I got them all now. Let's see if we can put them in. Oh, now I messed them all up. Well, most Barber quarters are in kind of rough shape in general. Trying to get ones that at least have denticles when I can choose. So this one is, nice quality, but unfortunately, since I bought in bulk, I had to had to take what was in the batch, and this one I think had been taped, and yeah. So someday maybe I'll replace that one, but for now, it's going in. So I've been going at this a little faster than I had anticipated, but I'm super excited to try and fill at least one page in the album. So I'm kind of close on page 3, and there's no super doozies on there, so that's what we're doing. So I had to, as I mentioned, I did buy a partial collection, but this wasn't part of it. This is a 1905S. Got it on eBay, so not the best quality, but good enough for my book. And so the deal with this, there's only 1,884,000 minted, which doesn't sound super low, but this one is kind of scarce. So it is a higher dollar coin. I mean, this condition isn't all that, but for the album, like I say, pretty cool. So next up, we've got the 1906 Philadelphia. And so we've got our requisite denticles here. I'm happy about that. I'd say this one is probably a G4. Don't know if it looks a little greenish there. Might have a little PVC action. I do have one other one so far that's got to go for a kind of a cleansing there to try to get rid of some PVC, but for now we're going to put it in the book. So this one is kind of a higher mintage coin. We've got 3,655,760 minted, so availability not a problem with that one. Next up, 1906, and this one's kind of special. This is the first ever Denver minted quarter. That's right. So it all started with this one in quarters anyway, in Denver. So 1906 did have some other issues. You notice there's no San Francisco minted coin for 1906. They had an earthquake and fire and whatnot. So don't know if that contributed to it, but no S coins in 1906. So this one, 3,280,000 minted. So we got the top row covered. Right, next up is the New Orleans coin, 1906-0. And this one has the mint mark just slightly off center. And this coin, or the New Orleans issue of the 1906 coin, is known as the weakest strike among all the Barber quarters. A lot of enthusiasts and numismatists, collectors, whatnot, David Lawrence, they say, yeah, this is one of the toughest ones just because of the weak strike to be able to find something decent. So obviously in this condition, we have no issues there. We take what we can get. 1906 2,056,000 minted. And there we go. So the other reason there's no San Francisco coins, they started to mint the coins for the Philippines in the San Francisco mint in the early 1900s. So they were busy. Next up, 1907 Philadelphia. This one's pretty worn, probably AG3 on this one. And 1907 Philadelphia, kind of not scarce. 7,192,000 minted, so plenty to go around. So next up, 1907 Denver. This is their second shot at it. This one here, another AG3 coin, I would say. And definitely seen its share of use. So 1907D, 2,484,000 minted. There's that one. So almost the second row complete. All right, next up we've got the 1907 New Orleans, or 1907-0. This one has a reputation of being the most poorly struck of all the Barber quarters, I guess, with all the imperfections and whatnot. So not necessarily the weakest strike. We've already covered that in a previous coin. This one is the most poorly struck. So the bane to collectors trying to find decent quality. But again, at this level, we're happy to have it. So what do we have? 1907-0. We've got 4,560,000 minted. So it's filling in nicely. Love it. All right, next up, 1907S. San Francisco back online for quarters. So that is cool. Very nice looking coin. Denticles on both sides. So 1,360,000 minted. And we've just got one more to go for that upper level. And that's the 1908 Philadelphia minted. And this one is cool. We've got denticles, or remnants of denticles, on both sides. So happy about that. 4,232,000 minted. And that is our last one needed for that upper section of page 3. So I'll close that one up. Oh, that looks so nice. So got that first section done, and just a couple to fill in down below. Let's do it. All right, we're set up for the lower part of page 3. And one thing that's interesting, I had shown this earlier and talked about, oh, you got to take the good with the bad, and this one had tape and whatnot. 1909 Philadelphia, I don't need it. I've got it. So that is so cool. So we can set that one aside. So that is awesome. So 1909 Denver, we're a little bit closer to dead on center, not quite, but getting there. So this one is cool. 1909D, we've got 5,114,000 minted. And it looks so good right there. Next up, we've got 1909S. We kind of skipped a couple. The other one, this one I had put in a previous video. That's kind of a key date one. So 1909S, this one's a little worse for wear. AG3 more than likely. So 1,348,000 on that one. Looking good. And last but not least for the page, and this one is a strong looking coin, 1911 Philly. And I'd say this one is like more VG category. And not that it's worth a lot or anything, but 1911, 3,720,000. And there it is, the last one needed for the page. It makes me so happy to see the entire page full. That's a major accomplishment. So super happy about that. Page 3 is complete. I need a few more for page 4, maybe next time. And actually I do have a few more on the way for maybe for page 2. My buddy Make Numismatics Great again has sent a second batch of coins, so we'll see if we can fill that. But for now, we're basking in the glory. We filled page 3, so thank you so much for watching Coin Sense and Nonsense. And until next time, bye. Bye.